is new for you, right? You've never played in this tournament in terms of coaching in this tournament?
No, this is the first time. So I'd rather be playing in the other tournament, but given where we started, and this is a good step for our team, an opportunity to keep practicing and playing some really quality opponents. I think as you look at how the NCAA bubble was this year, there was probably 30 teams on it starting in mid-February till the end, and we're going to see a lot of those teams in the NIT. We're seeing one tomorrow night.
And you practiced yesterday without knowing your fate, and you're going to go at it again now knowing your fate. Is there, knowing where the guys' heads are at, they've moved past Big East, they've moved past the disappointment of not being in the big dance?
Yeah, we needed to get back on the floor yesterday in case we had the opportunity to play, to just get the kinks out, because we hadn't practiced Friday, Saturday. So we worked on a lot of our offensive stuff yesterday, went up and down quite a bit, and today we'll turn our attention to Alabama and spend most of our time on that prep.
Is it one of those things too where it's more about what you do, and having a good knowledge of Alabama is one thing, but really when it comes down to it is doing what you do?
Yeah, we have to do what we do, but they're also very talented. This is a good basketball team, and a team that was probably in the NCAA tournament 3 weeks ago, and then they had a rough finish. So from a talent standpoint, ability to shoot the basketball, they spread you out, and they can get to the rim, and they're just a very good basketball team. Avery's done a really good job in his first year.
You guys were talking about a little bit of new life to motivate them. I guess they get to turn the page from how the season ended to this. Did you get that sense as well?
Yeah, I mean, you're in a tournament and everybody's starting the same, and we have to win 3 games to get back to New York City, and that'd be a great opportunity for us. And hopefully we get a good crowd here tomorrow night. I think it'll be a heck of a basketball game because, like I said, Alabama's very sound defensively. They're good in the backboards, and most of the guys they can put out on the floor with the exception of their center, are going to shoot 3-point shots. So there'll be a lot of those in the air tomorrow night.
Is there value in terms of playing in the tournament 5 years ago? I can't remember. CBI, getting some momentum, carrying that over in the offseason. Is there truth to that where you can build momentum in a tournament that's not the NCAA?
Yeah, I just think that any extra practice where there's motivation to practice, we could practice to the end of the NCAA tournament by rules, but you're not going to have a real motivated team to show up every day to practice. So, the fact that we practiced yesterday, we go today, and there's a reason to really work and get better as a team. Your seniors obviously are, Jeff and James were really excited yesterday about having the opportunity to play another game, and especially to play another game in here. They thought their senior day was it, and you get to come back and play a quality opponent in front of a good crowd in your home arena one more time. So every practice that we get is beneficial, especially for our young players.
Not having talked to you after the Big East tournament, Cole, his big day, he said he pretty much didn't do anything special other than just hit shots after shots. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, he was in a groove. He had his first one, and we kept going to him, and we got it to him in some isolations, and he made some plays. And his teammates did a great job of finding him. Jeff got him loose on a couple really good screening actions, and Cole knocked it down. And besides scoring the ball better the last month, he's rebounded the heck out of the basketball. So. Maybe all this practice time is overrated. I don't know, because he doesn't practice much, and he seems to have been our most consistent player here as of late. So maybe there's a lesson to be learned there somewhere.
Anything else? Thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.
Well, Cole, your reaction just to be playing in the NIT, what's the mindset going into this tournament?
Win it to win it. Me personally, I've never played in any postseason basketball before outside of the conference tournament. So, it's not quite the NCAA tournament, but it's the next best thing. And, we're gonna play hard and try to compete to win it all.
Does the format, in terms of a quick turnaround, preparation, does it benefit a team like you guys? Because it's one of these things, if you do what you do rather than what they do, more or less.
It's different. Obviously, they're a lot different than the teams that we've been facing in Big East. We're unfamiliar with them, but they're also unfamiliar with us. So, at the end of the day, it's just going to be about getting out there and making shots and playing on your basketball instincts.
With the way things maybe kind of ended in the conference for you guys, do you feel like this is kind of a new life, a new breath?
Yeah, we didn't play great basketball down the stretch. It's definitely good to not end our season that way. Get another opportunity to play some basketball and send our seniors off on a better note and make a better name for this program.
So much of the time, when you don't make the NCAA's and you're playing on, it's about attitude. You think this group has the right attitude?
Yeah, absolutely, and we're going to need to show that tomorrow. This is a SEC team coming in. There's a lot of big physical players in that conference. They send a lot of talent to the NBA, so they're going to be physical. They're going to be aggressive. Obviously, they have great coaching experience with Coach Johnson coming from the NBA and all. And it's going to take a lot of heart for us to get the job done. But that's the beauty of it.
Is the disappointment from New York past you?
Yeah, we're over it. No matter how much we think about it and wish we could have done things different, it's not going to change the outcome. We lost to the team that won the conference tournament, and they're going to, I don't know what seed they ended up being in the NCAA tournament, but it's a great team. There's nothing to hang our heads about, and like I said, we just have to move on and get ready for tomorrow.
Did you even watch the NCAA show yesterday?
No, I didn't. It'll kind of hurt a little bit just to watch those guys, but for the most part, I know where all my friends ended up. I know where the guys in the Big East they ended up. So I know about it. I just didn't watch it.
What's it like for you personally to get in a zone like you had the other night? Is that as good as you felt, and is it one of those deals where the bats look so big?
Yeah, well, like I said after the game, outside of maybe 2 or 3 plays of isolation, it was really just my teammates getting me the ball and Coach McDermott and the rest of the coaching staff drawing up plays during timeouts, and they did a great job of getting me open. So all credit is to them, really. I did what I was supposed to do, was just make open shots. Fortunately, I got a couple tough ones to go into, but at the end of the day, we didn't get the job done, so I'm kind of over that as well.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thinking going into this tournament, especially, you have to move past the disappointment not getting the tournament you want, but how do you approach the NIT, which is a still decent tournament with a lot of good teams in it?
It's kind of like new life. We didn't close out the season the way we really wanted to, and this kind of gives us a second chance to, right the wrongs. It's a huge step from where we were last year. Around this time, we were just about to get ready, for this time off and then come back in for spring workouts. So the fact that we still playing basketball right now is a step from last year. And we have to make the best of this opportunity that we have. It's 5 or 6 games to really, show what we're really about.
You know much about Avery Johnson?
Yeah, I know a little bit about him. I know he's really experienced, and he's really got those guys playing hard, and he's brought some of his NBA style to where they play, and he's a coach who's coached the best players, and he's one of the best to ever do it himself. So to have him in here actually playing against his team is actually a big deal in itself.
So many times playing basketball this time of year when you're not in the NCAA's, it's about attitude. You think this group has the right attitude to?
Yeah, for sure. We didn't really have anything to expect. Yesterday when we hit the floor for practice, and the spirit that everyone came out with was hopeful, and we were getting ready to play a game, not knowing that we were going to be able to play one. So I think everyone kind of knows that if we go out here and we can try to win this championship here, then it gives us some life going into next season. And end of the day, it gives some guys to get some more experience and some guys to get more games under their belt, and it also allows us to play another game with Jeff and James. So right now we're playing with house money right now.
Right.
So we're going to go out there and just take advantage of this opportunity.
Did you watch the selection show for the NCAA tournament? Or did you bother?
Nah, I didn't bother to watch. I think I watched a little bit right after practice. I have a lot of friends from back home who are on college teams as well, so for them to be able to get in was something I wanted to see. But after the first region, I probably didn't watch much until the NIT show. Then I watched a little bit of that. But that's just my mindset. That's where I wanted to be, so I didn't want to keep seeing other teams' names pop up where our name wouldn't. So
much about an NIT thing can lay the foundation or give you momentum going into the offseason. Is that one of the facets you look at going into this tournament?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to take out of this is, I've been at NIT in my sophomore year, and it's still a lot of exposure. Games on ESPN2. So you get to go out there and really get to play on TV in front of millions still. But to go out there and win this, it's the second, best tournament other than the NCAA's. And, there are some teams who should be NCAA tournament teams that are in the NIT. So it gives us a chance to still test our talent and test our preparation against some good, solid teams.
You might be facing one of those teams.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. We've looked into them, and we haven't had much time, but I've gone on my own to watch their synergy, and they're definitely a team that we're right where we were, and they just didn't finish out strong. So it's kind of like we're in the same, kind of looking in the mirror right now with a team, who's fought hard. So they have some edge to them, just like we have some edge to us. So I think that'll be good to give the fans a show tomorrow night.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you.